What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Sunday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me on social media at Sports Talk Matt. Is where to follow me. This podcast being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com. A chance for you guys to help support the pod. These wonderful folks at OmahaSteaks.com are offering you a chance to save over 60% on the Hotter Than Fire Grill Pack, which is just $99.99 for a ton of food plus 12 free Omaha Steak burgers that come with when you guys use that promo code JUICE in the search bar at OmahaSteaks.com. Go check out everything that comes with the Hotter Than Fire Grill Pack. It is a lot. Steak, fillets, you've got chicken, you got pork chops, Frank's, dessert, seasoning, and the burgers, all with that for $100. Basically, omahasteaks.com, keyword juice in the search bar to activate the savings. Okay, 2-in-1 day, winning day yesterday. We head towards today. We got golf right. That was good. We're 2-0 on the Open Championship so far. That's good news. More on the Open here in just 1 second. I've got 4 bets for you guys today. We went 1-1 with baseball over on the Dodgers. More on that here in just 1 second. We've got, we lost on the, the under, 7.5. No more unders. We're done with unders for a long time. Baseball and unders, just death. Not betting them for a long time. Too much offense. Too poor bullpens. No thank you. Okay. Let's get right to it. First bet of the day is an early one. It's the Open Championship. So yesterday we got the under 72.5 for Brian Harman. I actually don't know what Brian Harman's going to do today. He's got a big lead, could sit on it, could shoot even par real easily and still win the tournament. Say, guys, come get me. I got a big lead, 6-stroke lead. Come on, come up and try to beat me. I'm not going to beat myself. You're going to have to beat me. That's not going to be easy to do. Clearly, for a guy who's been absolutely on fire, 5-stroke lead, Cam Young at 7 under, he's 5 strokes back, 67, 65, 69 for Brian Harman. Got that birdie on 5 and really settled down. Now, 7 under Cam Young, 6 under Jon Rahm, 5 under Tommy Fleetwood and Jason Day. Jason Day has gone 72, 67, 69. Tommy Fleetwood's gone 66, 71, 71. My concern here is that Tommy Fleetwood, who I love, just knows he's out of it and his game is going in the wrong direction. The wind's going to kick up here. It's going to be a more difficult golf course. I think Jason Day's got something to say for it. And look, I may be giving away a unit here, but at Circus Sports in Las Vegas, Jason Day up against Tommy Fleetwood is plus 132 on Jason Day. I think the Aussie's got something to say here. I think he could have another round in the 60s, and I don't think we're going to see a great round out of Tommy Fleetwood. I think the air's out of the balloon. I think the pressure of playing at home has not really clicked in. I would love to be wrong here because I really like Tommy Fleetwood. But I'm going to take the plus money on a flyer here for 1 unit on Jason Day, plus 132, up against Tommy Fleetwood in a head-to-head for Jason Day to have a better round on Sunday, plus 132. It is a 8:55 Eastern Time tee time for Jason Day and an 8:45 tee time for Tommy Fleetwood early on the West Coast. Obviously about 6 a.m. for those golfers to go out, but let's have fun watching the Open. I hope Brian Harman does some great things. I think he's going to win it. There's no real value here in betting him at minus 200 to win the thing. I'm taking Brian Harman to win the Open Championship, but not going to bet it. Instead, it is Jason Day head-to-head over Tommy Fleetwood, plus 132 for 1 unit on Jason Day up against Tommy. Okay, second bet. Let's go to NASCAR. I have not bet a NASCAR bet in a long time, all right? Kevin Harvick is at the Tricky Triangle, and Kevin Harvick does very well here. He has 9 top 6 finishes at Pocono. He also has come in the top 4 8 times in his last 12 starts at Pocono. This guy loves this track, and this is a thinking man's track. It is a strategic track. You need to have great gas mileage. You need to make sure your team is all on the same page. Harvick is a tough guy to beat. He could win the race. However, Joey Logano is going up against Kevin Harvick, again at Circus Sports, in a head-to-head. It's minus 140. Joey Logano's having a horrible year. 20th last year. Just 4 top 5 finishes in 27 races happening at Pocono. He has been outside the top 5 for a really long time. Has not looked good this season at all. He's a 16 to 1 long shot to win this race. Harvick, minus 140 head-to-head up against Joey Logano here at Pocono. You don't see many wrecks at Pocono, okay? Because of the way the track is. It is a gas mileage track. It's not that very exciting. I've actually watched a race from the pit box. I'm wearing my Nemco Motorsports shirt. It's where I watched it. I'm going Harvick head-to-head up against Joey Logano. Minus 140, 1.4 units down on Logano to lose to Harvick. Harvick head-to-head over Joey Logano. So 2 head-to-heads, 1 in golf and 1 in NASCAR. Day plus 132 over Tommy Fleetwood, round 4. And Harvick over Logano, NASCAR race at Pocono at minus 140. Now, to baseball. I'm not going to go too heavy into the Dodgers because the Dodgers are scoring so many runs, and I just don't think you don't need to handicap this, to be quite honest. The total is 10. It's minus 105. It's juiced to the under. 11 runs, 16 runs the last 2 days for the LA Dodgers up against the Texas Rangers. Look, I know it's Martin Perez, and Martin Perez is a very good pitcher. He's been solid here for the Rangers. 7-3 on the year, 4.84 ERA on the season. At home, Martin Perez has a 3.48 ERA, 3-1 record, and opposing batting average of 251. He's worse on the road across the board here, a 6 ERA basically, and a 3.12 opposing batting average. But Martin Perez in his last start gave up 3 earned runs. In his start before that, gave up 6 earned runs to Houston. Both those were at home. 2 earned runs in 6 innings up against the Tigers, but 11 runs, 23 runs, and 11 runs in the last 3 games involving Martin Perez. On the other side, the Dodgers throwing a guy in Emmett Sheehan, who was 3-0 with a 4.91 ERA. On the road, 6.30. He is 2-0, but opposing batting average of 300 with 7 earned runs in just 10 innings worth of work. Texas should score in this game. We know what the Dodgers can do. Betting the streak, if you will, and coming in and saying, look, at the first 2 games flew over with 16 and 19 runs being scored. It's wonky Sunday, I know. I'm going to bet the over here, over 10 for the Dodgers and the Rangers at minus 105. So 1.05 units down on that. We get a bit of a push potential on this. And finally, the Mariners are taking on the Blue Jays. It's Alex Manoah day. Look it. Manoah had one good start and then took on a real lineup and got absolutely shellacked. It's Brian Wu up against Alek Manoah here. Manoah 2-8 with a 6.18 ERA. Like I mentioned, he went down to the minors. He came back up, but he's got an ERA on the road that's not horrible, 3.75. ERA at home of 9, which is really, really bad. Manoah is a guy just has a tough time throwing strikes. He gets hit. Yes, he shut down the Tigers in his first start back after going down, but 9-1 loss to the Padres. He gave up 4 earned runs and 3 innings worth of work. That very well could be the same thing that we see coming up here today as this Blue Jay team taking on an offense that can score a lot of runs in Seattle at home. 9-8 final in the game yesterday. Brian Wu is 1-2 with a 4.74 ERA. Brian Wu at home, ERA of 5.79. On the road, 4.13. I don't love that Brian Wu was out here. He gave up 6 earned runs in his last game, 1 earned run in his start before that against Houston, 2 earned runs on the road for a start against San Francisco. The home games haven't been great, although he did pitch well against Washington. He's lost 3 of his last 4 games, but since Manoah has been so bad, I can't back him here. It's a little expensive, but I'm going to bet it anyway because I do think we're going to see a Sunday victory here for the Mariners against the Blue Jays. I know the Blue Jays and their fans are getting really nervous about the way they're playing. They're not comfortable or happy with the way the Jays are playing in the American League East. You got a chance to bet the streak here and bet the sweep. Mariners 3-2 and 9-8, the victories. Mariners money line, minus 130 for 1.3 units down on the Mariners. Okay, 4 bets going on a Sunday. We are down 1 unit going into Sunday. We need to have a winning day and win more than a unit to have a winning week here on a Sunday. Let's get there. We're going head-to-head day plus 132 up against Fleetwood for 1 unit. Kevin Harvick minus 140 up against Joey Logano for 1.4 units. Over 10 runs for the Dodgers and the Rangers at minus 105 for 1.05 units. And the Mariners money line against the Blue Jays, minus 130, 1.3 units down on that. Let's have a good Sunday. Happy Sunday. Every morning, you guys know where to find this podcast. YouTube for the video, audio available, Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your audio podcasts. My name is Matt Perrault. You can follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt. Follow me on all socials at SportsTalkMatt. Every single morning, it is the Daily Juice Podcast being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com.